Well, saying goodbye to a loved one is stressful for all sorts of reasons. For many people, the biggest among them is just how expensive funerals can be. 7 Action News reporter Jen Sean shows us how a price comparison website is aiming to make that process a little easier.
When booking a flight or planning a trip, most of us have used websites like Travelocity or Kayak in order to find the best deal. But what about when you're planning for a funeral? It's called Funeralocity, and the website's name says it all. The free site started 4 years ago after its founder witnessed a coworker struggling with the decisions and costs associated with saying goodbye.
If the internet has taught us anything, it's to shop, not just buy.
Now the site lists average prices for nearly every funeral home in the country, based on what type of service you want. Here in Detroit, prices have a huge range, starting at just under $5,000 for a traditional burial and just under $700 for cremation. Funeralocity found that Lansing is one of the most expensive cities to die in the country, surpassing even prices in New York City.
The opacity of prices caused certain cities culturally to just raise their prices.
The site aims to boost price transparency.
It's a really confusing time when someone passes.
The Southfield Funeral Home, opened since 1981, is listed on Funeralocity as one of the more affordable funeral homes in Metro Detroit. Staff here says price does play a factor in people's choices. To some extent, they see price shopping already.
We've been around for many years. Obviously, a lot of people that do come to us, we have serviced their families before, and we also have on a daily basis, we have newcomers that come out.
They want to know costs, how to set everything up, how the day is going to go at the time of the funeral.
And that one-on-one attention is something Administrative Coordinator Anthony Yono says people rely on during such a sensitive time, something a website can't fully provide. Because prices can always change, Funeralocity suggests checking directly with a funeral home before you make your final decision. Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.